Gonna get this nice and brown. And there's hot stuff getting me, stinging my hands right now. I'm just gonna smile through it. Ow, all right.
Hi, I'm Saul, I'm a professional chef, and these are my $301 gnocchi ingredients.
Hi, I'm Daniel, I'm a home cook, and these are my $14 gnocchi ingredients.
Get it out of the way. Who needs that when you have this and this?
Oh, fine, give me the good stuff, let's go, come on.
I got this.
Oh, oh, not the porcinis.
So I was planning to make potato gnocchi with lamb shank and wild mushroom ragu and mint gremolata.
That's a lot of stuff here.
My gnocchi, it was gonna be handmade from roasted potatoes, double zero flour, and farm fresh eggs. For my ragu, I have beautiful lamb shanks, slices of copa, and 3 types of fancy mushrooms: dry porcinis, mayatakis, and morels.
This has gotta be a mushroom, right?
Plus a very nice Chianti.
That I can tell you for sure.
All topped with a gremolata made of mint and pine nuts. And of course, some pecorino. It was going to be so delicious. With Daniel's recipe, I have ingredients that you normally find on your pantry or local store.
You know, I didn't give him much to work with.
These might be on the simpler side, but with a little technique, we can make them even better. So if I have to guess, this will probably cost $15.75. $14. Very close.
If I had to guess, this would all cost like $120. $301? So what are you doing, man? You're gonna trust me with $300 worth of product? Chef Saul's recipe book. Potato gnocchi, which I think I gave him, but it was all prepackaged, like a 12-year-old might use, with lamb shank and wild mushroom ragu. I don't know what makes ragu, so today will be a learning experience for me. And mint gremolata. Do I know what gremolata is? Not a shot.
So Daniel, those potatoes that I'm saying you're gonna turn those into gnocchi.
That should be easy enough, right?
First, panic just a little bit.
Let's do it. So I'm gonna poke some holes in the potato. I don't know what it does, but I've always done that when I bake potatoes and it come out okay.
Put a lot of salt, put the potatoes on top, and bake it at 400 degrees for maybe an hour until they're nice and cooked. So Daniel sent me this gnocchi, arugula, and ricotta. I'm gonna put all this together.
My gnocchi recipe was the most simplistic recipe ever. It was a 1-sheet tray recipe where everything goes on into the oven for 30 minutes, and that's that.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make arugula ricotta gnocchi with cherry tomato and garlic confit and smoked mozzarella. First, I'm gonna be making arugula and ricotta puree. First step, blanch this lovely arugula. I'm gonna be salting the water, just a little bit of salt, don't go crazy. Wait a little bit more. I'm gonna dump all this arugula. I'm gonna blanch this real quick, and this is gonna take 2 seconds. Now I'm gonna put it on ice bath because we wanna keep this arugula nice and green. It will stop from cooking. Let's find out if it's bitter. No, it's not bitter anymore. Wow. So blanching arugula does not only take the bitterness away, it also brings the green color even brighter. So now I'm gonna chop this arugula to help it blend it easier. So next step, I'm gonna add this fresh ricotta, and then I'm gonna add the arugula, a little bit of olive oil, black pepper, and a little bit of salt. I'm gonna make this into a puree, and the consistency that I want is not too soft, more on the firm size. And here's my ricotta and arugula puree for my gnocchi. But we're not done yet. I'm gonna add something else. Can't keep it simple. Simple is boring.
Hot, 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 hot.
Okay, Daniel, your potatoes are ready. Now we're gonna cut it in half, scoop it out, and then you're gonna put it in a ricer.
This is a potato smusher.
Ricer is a good tool for this. It breaks the potato without having chunks of potato. It kind of has like the perfect size to mix a dough.
Potatoes are riced. I'm gonna let these cool for a little bit and then make my dough.
How do you do that? You take your room temperature potatoes.
This is great tater tot fodder.
You wanna add double zero flour, just a little bit. Do not put a lot of flour, because the more flour you put, the more chewy it will become. We want fluffy gnocchis. Add egg yolk, Italian sea salt. It has to be Italian because we make gnocchi. Nutmeg.
Smells like Christmas.
And you're gonna work the dough.
Yeah, I'm like trying to be as delicate as possible. So next up is to turn this shaggy mess into little gnocchis. I can do this, I can do this.
Now on a flat surface, you're gonna dust some flour.
I'm gonna take this little guy and just quarter this.
Grab yourself a bowl and then you're gonna roll it. So basically you're gonna make like a long snake, very thin. And then you're gonna cut it with a bench scraper. and about 3/4 of an inch thick.
Time to shape my gnocchi with this thing. This is a gnocchi shaper.
You're using a gnocchi board.
Gnocchi board, knew that the whole time.
A gnocchi board is basically a tool that helps you get a gnocchi shape to your dough.
I'm gonna try to just do this delicately and see how it goes.
Basically, you're gonna kind of push it a little bit and then just let it slide.
Oh, this might be perfect. Look at that. Cute little dimple in the middle, and then the other side has all these ridges on it. I'm gonna do that 800 more times.
So here's the gnocchi that Daniel sent me, store-bought gnocchi. This gnocchi needs some love, and he's about to get a lot of love from these two right here. But first, they need to be sacrificed. Okay, let's see what happens. Look at these things. I'm nervous about this. And when I get nervous, guess what happened? Miracles happen. And we're gonna do this till we see powder. Coffee break. Kinda looks like Parmesan cheese. Holy moly. So doing this is gonna make like a nice pillow, soft gnocchi. So now we have something very liquidy, something very dry. So we're gonna marriage these two. I've never seen anybody making gnocchi into dust and now making a beautiful pillows full of love. Okay, now my dough is ready. Now I'm gonna make some gnocchi. So I'm gonna using 2 spoons. So basically what I wanted to do, I want to have like a little football shape, very similar to a canal, which is French. Almost perfect. And this is why the food is so expensive at the restaurants, because it takes forever to make them. We don't buy things in the store, like somebody that I know.
Yeah, that's good.
So those gnocchis that I got from Daniel, they were going to be very chewy. But now look at this, how fluffy and delicious these are going to be. Okay, my gnocchi is looking good. I'm just gonna let them settle.
Before I can start the lamb ragu, I have to first get going on the stock. I'm gonna use the scraps of the prep for this to reinforce my stock.
Reinforced stock, basically, you already have a stock and you're gonna make it even better. So you're going to cook it again and you're gonna add more ingredients. And in this case, we're gonna use a pressure cooker.
And that is what's gonna get reinforced. Got some vegetables here, some carrot, celery, and onion. I'm gonna start there and just dice everything nice and small. Anything that I don't use right now is gonna go right in there. So everything's getting used. No waste really. So the stock will taste better, which means the ragu tastes better. Time for onions. I'm gonna chuck the skin in there, and the onion is donezo. I love garlic, so I'm gonna do about like 6 cloves here. And then again, all the garlic bits into the pressure cooker. Vegetables are cut up and diced. I guess I'll start with the copa. I have never in my life worked with copa.
Copa basically is a cured pork. The flavor of pork, it's like a delicious salt. When you add cured pork, it kind of releases all the salt. It adds also a lot of flavor, so it will make whatever you're making even better.
And now, the mushrooms. First off, I'm gonna start with the morels.
Why they're so great? Because they're full of forest flavor in it. They're mushroomy, and with lamb and wine, they go perfectly. And with the potato gnocchi that you're just going to make, on point.
Next up, I got maitake mushrooms. And then these I'm just gonna kind of tear into chunks. I love mushrooms. They look like weird alien food. And last but not least, the porcini mushrooms.
Dry porcinis taste like stronger porcini mushroom flavor. When you dry them, the flavor is more intense, it's more stronger.
So in about 30 minutes, this regular stock will be reinforced and way more flavorful.
So Daniel sent me these cherry tomatoes, fresh basil, and garlic. I'm gonna be making a cherry tomato and basil garlic confit. I'm gonna bake these cherry tomatoes for a long time, for an hour, because the longer you cook, the sweeter they will become. Some olive oil, this much, almost the whole bottle. And I'm gonna add the stamps of the basil. And I'm gonna save these basil leaves for garnish purpose. You'll see. I'm a garlic lover, man. Eat your garlic, it's super healthy for you, and it's delicious. And black pepper, salt. So confit means cook it on fat, on oil. So if you see, I dump almost the entire bottle. The tomatoes, they're gonna be so tender and so flavorful, and the oil is gonna be full of flavor too. I'm gonna put this in the oven, 350 for like an hour, and voila, almost ready.
This has been going for like 30 minutes. What is in here is fortified stock along with all the chunks of like the discard pile from the prep. Now all it's left to do is strain this so that I'm left with only the reinforced stock. A little darker than the original vegetable stock, and it smells really good. Stock is done. Let's make some lamb ragu.
Ragu, basically, it's a meat sauce. It can be with any kind of meat. In this case, we're using lamb.
This is like straight off the ranch gym.
You're gonna season it with salt, pepper, sear it all the way around. Make sure your lamb shanks that look golden.
I don't have to put my nose to it. It smells phenomenal. And this is the copa. Gonna get this nice and brown. That is cooking a bit. Now I'm gonna add the veg. This is the onion, celery, carrots, and garlic. This has been going for like 15, 20 minutes. As you can see, everything's gotten pretty tiny and brown. Now I'm gonna add my morel and my take mushrooms to this and cook this down for like another 15 minutes until they get nice and brown. Mushrooms are looking pretty brown, so I'm gonna add a little bit of tomato paste. Tomato paste has like a bright red color. I am looking for it to get a little bit darker, more of like a maroon or like a burnt red before I add anything else. Tomato paste looks nice and caramelized. Now I'm gonna add my red wine and deglaze the pan. What that is like pouring the wine in there, scraping off the bottom so that all the little bits just mix together and create even more flavor.
Make it into more thicker sauce and removing the alcohol out of it. Daniel, one thing very important on this recipe, and most of the Italian recipes, do not use all the wine so we can share it later when we're eating.
I have to honor that. Gonna make a bouquet garni.
For your herbs, you're gonna make a little bundle. Your bay leaves and your thyme and your rosemary.
And that's gonna get tossed in there. And now I'm gonna add some tomatoes. I'm gonna bury the herbs. Give that a little bit of a stir. See, it's starting to come together now. This looks more like a ragu. So all that's left to add is a little bit of stock, and this is the fortified stuff. And that is going in there as well. Yum, yum.
Your stock is ready, your aromatic herbs are ready. Now you're gonna dump the lamb shanks and then you're gonna cover it.
And I'm gonna throw this into the oven at like 325 for 2.5 hours to braise this, get it nice and tender, and get the ragu on its way.
Okay, our cherry tomato confit is out of the oven. I let it rest a little bit. Now I'm gonna remove the basil stumps. I'm gonna remove the garlic hash. I'm a garlic lover. Look at this, see? Less is more, OMG. See, simple food is the best food. And there you have it, my cherry tomato confit. It's ready to go.
2.5 hours later, let's see. Whew, okay, we are in business.
So just make sure the meat falls out of the bone. That's the best way to find out if your ragu is ready.
These are all the herbs, the bay leaf and the rosemary. See, the reason why I wrapped it is so I could pull it out in one piece. Scraping all the meat off this guy.
Keep it on the sauce. Make sure you have nice strings of lamb so the gnocchi can have fun all over the sauce.
That is the raguiest ragu I've seen in a long time. Ragu is done.
So Daniel, give me this shredded mozzarella cheese. It's okay, but I'm going to make it even better. I'm gonna make escamorza. You don't know what escamorza is? Google it. Smoked mozzarella. Step 1, let it rain. Step 2, smoker. Step 3, hickory wood. Want to make sure none of the smoke comes out of here. When you get just a little bit, we don't want to burn the house and the lighter. Oi! Where are you going? Let's put another one just in case. We don't want the smoke to get out of here. Now we're gonna let it rest for a long time. And there you have it, soon to be my smoked mozzarella.
All right, time to make some gremolata. I've never made gremolata before.
It's very similar to a chimichurri, but it's Italian. They use parsley. I'm gonna be using mint instead of parsley because mint goes really well with lamb. It balances the gaminess, so when you eat it all together, it makes so much sense.
And this is going into the food processor. Step 2, the zest and some juice of a lemon. Now we're gonna do a little bit of lemon juice in here, probably like a tablespoon, so like not too much. You're gonna throw the pine nuts in there. What is dressing without salt? And some pepper. I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil to start it off. And then as I pulse this, I'm gonna add more. There's that. I'm gonna pour a little bit in here. My challenge is to not overblend this. And a little bit more. Look at that, bam. Right? Gremolata's done, time to make some gnocchi.
So now I'm gonna use the rest of my basil to do garnish for my arugula and ricotta gnocchi. Let's find out if this is hot before anything. So you dump one and then you run. No, don't do that, maybe it's too hot. When you see a lot of bubbles, that means your oil is super hot. When you don't see bubbles, that means it's ready. As soon as you remove it out of the fry, add some salt. Because this is when whatever you're frying, it retains salt, not before. Relax, I got this. Oh, stop. If you don't see bubbles, that means it's ready. This oil is gonna taste like basil oil. So you don't have to spend $20, $25 for a bottle of basil oil. And here's my crispy fried basil to garnish my gnocchi.
Time to cook the gnocchis. Ragu's done. That's going into a pan, warming up a little bit. Gonna cook the gnocchi. I think it's gonna take like 3-4 minutes until it floats. Adding that into the pan should be it.
Now it's time to boil my gnocchi. So boiling water, right? We're gonna add some salt, just a little bit of salt.
Salty like the sea. So I've got my little gnocchisters here. I'm gonna put about half.
I did 10. So we're gonna wait for them to come upstairs to the rooftop. Once they're on the rooftop, we're gonna move them to the dining room. The gnocchis are doing what they're supposed to be doing, dancing with each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 5 couple right there. Well, this kind of fight, they're fighting.
Wait till they float and then scoop them out and add them to the ragu, which is now kind of sizzling.
Okay, we're gonna do one by one, because I want to be gentle. Oh, la la. I want the oil, tomato flavor to kind of be part of the gnocchi. This is looking good, but we are not done yet. Remember, I like to complicate my life.
Now I'm just gonna kind of toss this. Ooh, the height on that. I hope it's gonna come out all right.
Me and cheese together, it's like, you know, this is the salsa for my taco. I'm having a moment right now. This is beautiful. So my gnocchi, it's been boiled, but that's not enough. Now I'm going to broil it. Adios. We're gonna broil the gnocchi until the cheese is charred and bubbly.
Time to plate this bad boy. Let's go. Let's gnocchi.
All right, we're back from the broiler. We're ready to plate. It looks like gnocchi heaven.
I'm hoping to bring these together, make it look nice and cute. Chef Saul will adopt me.
I'm gonna make sure I get some tomatoes.
I want to keep this kind of elegant looking.
This is like fine dining situation right here.
So you can see some of the lamb, you can get a gist of the gnocchis on there.
My Italian grandma will be amazed.
A little bit of gremolata.
I'm gonna garnish it with some basil.
And now, finishing touch, pecorino cheese. Just enough so that Chef Saul knows it's there. Don't want to overdo it. All right.
My arugula ricotta gnocchi with cherry tomato and garlic confit and some smoked mozzarella.
This is my take on Chef Saul's potato gnocchi with wild mushroom, lamb shank ragu, and mint gremolata.
I hope Daniel likes it.
I cannot wait to see what he did with my ingredients. Hey! Good to see you. How's it going?
Good, man, good.
This was something else.
Good.
It was tough.
Oh, look at you, man.
What? Is that green?
Yeah, I went a little crazy with this because, I only had 7 ingredients. Thank you. This is like, it's la creme de la creme, both dishes, I think, though.
I want to eat it. I want
Me
to
too,
try
man, me too.
You want me to grab
Please,
the wine?
please.
All right, for you, I got to break the wine.
It was the only thing that I needed you to do.
I was told I couldn't finish this myself.
I'm going to be very honest. I like you a lot. I see you as my cousin, as my brother, but listen, I always be very hard on the people that I love.
Okay.
So I'll be honest.
Dun, dun, dun.
Delicious.
Oh, woo, all right. I thought you were like, this is really bad.
You shouldn't have that title of home cook. He's not a home cook. He's a rock star.
And I think the best part was that it floats to the top when it's done. So I don't have to guess,
They're fluffy. They're perfect. I mean, this is delicious.
Yes.
God, man.
This makes me
I
happy.
think I'm going to lose my job. So now you have to taste what I make.
Sign me up.
I didn't have that many ingredients. Let's just keep that on mine. I couldn't sleep.
So explain to me what you did with the recipe.
Okay, so the first thing what I did, it was freaking out. And then I took the gnocchi, put it on the food processor, make flour gnocchi, and then mix it with ricotta cheese, arugula, and I make gnocchis.
This is unreal.
Is it?
I kind of want to cry. This is if you made this with, what, $14 worth of ingredients?
And 7 ingredients.
I've never made gnocchi like this with $14 worth of ingredients. Did you cook the basil?
I fried the basil, yeah. I don't know if you can tell, I fry everything.
7 ingredients.
7 ingredients.
Stupid. Man's a wizard. This is the happiest I've been in a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Salud. Me too.
Love you, man.
Thank you. Love you too.
This is $300 worth of ingredients?
That's-
You trust me with that?
Listen, that's who I am. I'm a giver. Obviously, you're not.